So the market was good, well, at least between Christmas and New Year's. We pulled back a little yesterday. We're back up today. We got to figure out what the heck is going on, right? Peter D'Arruda is with us right now, president at Capital Financial Advisory Group. He's down in Raleigh. Peter, thanks for being with us today.
Hey, Tracy, what a special day to be on here with the swearing of Congress.
Pretty big, right? Pretty cool.
Sure is.
You got to wonder, and there's a lot of hope in the air. There's a lot of optimism in the air that they're going to make a difference. We're already hearing, you know, debt ceiling issues and stop the spending. And you actually think anybody's going to go through with all this?
Well, who knows, Tracy, but, you know, the old saying is buy on rumor, sell on news. So today is the news with Congress being sworn in. So I'm going to be very interested to see what happens the next couple of weeks as far as the stock market. But we are very worried about the commodity prices, especially oil. And this tipping point could be the $3.50 a gallon or higher in gas. How will people react then, and what will happen after that?
Do you think it's a tipping point, though? I mean, we've been there before. We've seen $3.50. We still drove. We complained a lot, but we still drove.
Well, it's better than not having the gas,
exactly.
Right? So, because I'm old enough where I can remember the lines where there was no gas available.
I remember rationing, right? We were like, it was like depending on the letter of your last name, you had every other day or something like that.
Well, and I talked to older people who remember the coupon days where you had little coupons or tickets you had to use to go. So I don't mind paying more. I just know that people's personal economy, people in the middle class, it does affect them. And then they make a lot of bad choices in the market because they buy on some false rumors and they don't have a real plan put together.
Let's just quickly go back to Congress. Congress has a lot to deal with as far as the market goes. You know, before I decide where I'm going to invest or if I'm going to invest at all, I know Congress, this new Congress, is going to be talking about financial regulatory reform. Are they going to get back involved in the housing market? I mean, all this stuff can really wreak havoc on our markets.
Yeah, I think we need to take a step back and let the markets work themselves out. Unfortunately, too many regulations are not good when we talk about the free market philosophies that most of us in the financial world have.
Okay, so, but with that unknown, you know, I know everyone thought they would have brought certainty back when they extended these Bush tax rates, but there's still a lot of unknowns, and two of which I just mentioned. We're talking about repealing Obamacare. All that stuff plays into the markets. So what do I do? You know, I've been sitting on this money. We know there's $3 trillion in money markets out there. Do I get back, or should I wait this out?
Well, a lot of people are losing money safely because they put their money in bank accounts because they didn't know where else to put it. Yeah, and banks know that, so that's why the interest rates are so low. So I think people should slowly get back in if they're not in yet. Dollar cost averaging, get a firm plan together, though. Don't chase stocks, and get a good money manager who knows exactly what's going on out there or can react quickly, not trap yourself in some mutual funds that have to follow the rules set forth in the mutual funds prospectus.
So let's talk about some of the things I should be doing. One of the things you suggested as far as mistakes go is that people forget about their 401ks when they leave jobs. And I think that's an interesting topic right now because there are, you know, we've heard that come January 1, a lot of people were going to jump ship and say, hey, I've had it. I put up with this. I want a new job.
Yeah, the problem is not the 401k in general, but it's the choices some people have or lack thereof. And when they analyze the choices, and especially if they're not at that company anymore, they need to maybe move it to an individual IRA or move it into the next company's 401k where they may have better choices. But just following the pack or looking at what happened last year is not the best investment philosophy, and too many people do that, Tracy. I see it way too much where people are following the herd. So when you are in a 401k, though, or if you have an option of having it available to you, you are cheating yourself out of a lot of money if you're not at least putting in money up to what the employer matches. And I sit down with people every single day. They've got 1,000,001 excuses of why they don't put money in, whether they can't afford to do it. If you can't afford to put money in your 401k now when you're working, what's going to happen in retirement when you don't have that money coming in every year?
Amen. And you know what? That's the one piece of information people should take away with them today, Peter. Peter D'Arruda, president of Capital Financial Advisory Group. Thanks for being with us on this, as you put it, historic day.
Thanks for having me, Tracy.
Thanks, Peter. And Peter, heed Peter's words. Put something in your 401k. If you don't put your match in, I mean, that's just a waste. That's just, you throw money out the window. At least put the match in. That's